Good day, hammerheads. Welcome back to the bench, and today we have a subject near and dear to my heart. It is tiny little 12-volt rotary hammers, because you know what? It's not the size that counts, it's how you use it. That's what she told me, at least. Alright, so diving right in, we have the big three, 12-volt rotary hammers. Bosch is not represented here, but you know, they don't make one, so oh well, sucks to be them. First up, we got the Milwaukee M12CH. We have the Makita HR166, and we have the DeWalt DCH072. So for price, in Australian retail pricing at the moment, these are of course dollary-doos. We have the Milwaukee, hands down the most expensive of these little guys, $338. And the other two hammers, the DeWalt and Makita, $239. The weight, they are all very similar, around 1.5 kilos. This is bare weight without any accessories on there, but the Milwaukee is just a little bit lighter than the rest at 1,416 grams on my scale. So in terms of capacity, the Milwaukee and Makita are both rated to 16 millimeters, or what is that, 5/8, something like that. And the DeWalt is 14 millimeters, which is, I forget, smaller. They all boast the same impact energy of 1.1 joules per blow. This is one of the highest impact per minute of any rotary hammer, almost 7,000, so 6,575 impacts per minute. And it revs at about 900 RPM, so they say. And the Makita comes in at 4,800 impacts per minute and 680 RPM, whereas the DeWalt comes in with the lowest impact per minute and actually the highest RPM. So there you go. Let's just give them a listen. Let's give them a burn. So it sounds pretty aggressive, that little guy, especially compared to this one. A little more anemic sounding, I suppose. Definitely note the low RPM, and it doesn't sound as hammery because it doesn't actually hammer until you press on the chuck. Couple of hammers that Makita makes are like that. And DeWalt. There you go, just proper good old rotary hammer sound. Got to say, coming into this though, this one sounds the most aggressive, most powerful. So the first test is our speed test using this little tiny 6mm drill bit. So it's about 1/4 inch, and this little thing is really bread and butter for these little hammers. Let's see how they go. So averaging up a few of those runs, the Milwaukee came in with a speed of just under 15 seconds, 14.96. The Makita, 11.6, substantially faster, and a touch faster than the Makita was the DeWalt, 11.2 seconds. So if you've ever drilled small holes like this, you've probably noticed that these do get pretty tight in the hole there. There's not much kerf there, so very little room for the dust to actually get out. Tends to get in real tight, a lot of friction. So believe it or not, a really small hole is a pretty good test of the torque here. But to get a more rounded idea of how these tools perform, I decided to chuck on a longer 10mm bit. 10mm is about 3/8. Drilling in 200mm, which in inches is, I don't know, 35. And so let's see how this speed test goes. All right, so pretty much a carbon copy of the first test results. The Milwaukee was easily the slowest, 61.2 seconds. The Makita was the second slowest, or second fastest, 52.56 seconds. And the DeWalt was again the fastest with 50.64 seconds. And you'll note that this is the first run drill speed. So basically first run, because that was the only run where I could get a complete hole in one go with all of the tools. So in doing this test, there was something I noticed, especially the Milwaukee, it really struggled with the torque factor. After the first hole, it kind of wasn't able to complete a full hole without having to, you know, withdraw the bit, clear the dust, all that sort of stuff. The Makita did start doing that after maybe, you know, two, 3 holes. DeWalt didn't really do that at all until the battery was like pretty well dead. But I did count up the speeds, and that order didn't change. It was still the DeWalt, then the Makita, then the Milwaukee. So guys, you know me, the data don't stop there. Basically, I just kept on drilling with this until the batteries ran out. So I was able to count up the runtime as well. And that actually mixed things up a little bit. So if we take a look at how many holes they were able to do, the Milwaukee ended up with 6.5. The Makita ended up with 6 and a bit, about 6.1. And the DeWalt ended up with about 8.1. And bear in mind, these are different battery capacities. So the red and the teal, they are both 4 amp hours, but the DeWalt is a 5. So for a valid comparison of this performance, you really do need to normalize by the battery capacity. So we've ended up with the drill depth per amp hour, and believe it or not, the most efficient using this method is actually the Milwaukee. And next was the DeWalt, and in third place there was actually the Makita. All right, guys, so let's look at their overall rankings. So in terms of price, the Milwaukee was the most expensive, and the other two were equal first. In terms of weight, the Milwaukee was just a touch lighter than the Makita, which was just a touch lighter than the DeWalt. In the light drilling speed, the 6mm, we ended up with the DeWalt in first place, the Makita in second, and the Milwaukee in third. And same place with the heavy drilling. So in terms of runtime, this is the normalized runtime per amp hour. We actually ended up with Milwaukee in first place, DeWalt in second, and Makita in third. And if we average up these ranks, we end up with a tie, basically, for the teal and the red, and then the yellow was the winner. The DeWalt was the winner. So there you go, guys. You know me, I don't really like saying what's the best one, because really the one that suits your requirements is the best one for you. But in this case, this is the best one. I like, hands down, it's just the best. Aside from the weight, which honestly you can't notice between these two, it's just a real killer tool. So I do have to say I was a little bit disappointed with the Milwaukee. You know, this is easily the worst performing out of these three, hands down, which is a real shame because, you know, Milwaukee has a good reputation for this sort of stuff. But out of these three, this is probably the one that you're most likely to use because of the way that Milwaukee integrates their M12 and their M18 batteries and chargers and stuff. They even give away a free 12-volt battery with 18-volt kits sometimes, just to sort of, you know, get you in there. And of course, this is the standard battery. Milwaukee has just released a high output battery for the little 12-volt dealies. That I think would actually help with the lack of torque because they don't really help a rotary hammer drill faster. They don't increase the no load speed, but they do give the motor more current when it's bogging down. So when we're doing a long drill like that, I think that this drill would actually benefit from having a high output battery. So obviously, a lot of torque in a one-handed tool like this, it's going to be pretty hard to control, maybe a bit hazardous. So maybe that is why Milwaukee have decided to drop the torque on this tool a little bit. DeWalt has just gone for a generally small hammer, but Makita has gone for decent torque but lower RPM, and that makes it easier to control with one hand. Alright guys, so don't forget to, like and subscribe and do all that YouTube shit. If I can get to 1,000 subscribers, maybe I can even start paying for some of these bloody drills. And if you're into the rock climbing stuff, check out my other channel, Mountain Mullet, and I will scratch you later.